Yesterday, a friend asked me, "How are you feeling?" I answered, "Fine," even though I was nervous, exhausted, and a little disappointed.
Those are three very different feelings. Why did you hide all of them inside the word fine?
Because fine was the only answer that arrived quickly, and I did not know how to explain the rest naturally.
Welcome to Say It Right. I'm Kate.
And I'm Jordan. Today we're learning how to talk about our feelings in clear, natural English.
We'll learn useful feeling words, how to explain why we feel that way, and how to respond when another person shares something personal.
So by the end, I may finally retire the word fine from its full-time job.
You can still use it sometimes. We are simply giving you more choices.
Good, because I think my emotional vocabulary currently has 4 settings: good, bad, tired, and hungry.
Hunger is important, but human feelings are slightly more complicated.
Then let's begin before I become emotionally hungry as well.
Jordan, how are you feeling today?
I'm fine, although that answer suddenly feels suspicious.
Let's look underneath it. What has your day been like?
I finished an important project this morning, so I feel happy.
Happy is correct. Can you choose a more specific feeling?
Maybe proud?
Exactly. You feel proud because you completed something difficult.
I feel proud of myself because I finished an important project this morning.
That gives me much more information than, "I'm fine."
It also sounds more honest, without becoming too personal.
Exactly. Talking about feelings does not mean sharing every private detail. It means choosing a word that describes your experience more accurately.
What are some alternatives to happy?
You might feel pleased, excited, relaxed, grateful, relieved, proud, or hopeful.
Those words are all positive, but they do not mean exactly the same thing.
Right. If you are waiting for a holiday, you may feel excited. If a difficult problem is finally solved, you may feel relieved.
If someone helps me when I need it, I may feel grateful.
And if you finish something difficult, you may feel proud.
So instead of saying I feel good, I can choose the kind of good feeling I mean.
Exactly. Specific words make your English clearer and make the conversation more interesting.
I feel relieved because the appointment went well. I feel grateful because my friend helped me. I feel proud because I completed the course.
Clear, natural, and easy to understand.
Sometimes I know the feeling, but I do not know how strong it sounds.
That is important. You may be slightly nervous, quite nervous, really nervous, or completely terrified.
Terrified sounds very strong.
It is. Use it when you are extremely frightened, not when you are simply worried about a meeting.
So before a normal presentation, I might say, I'm a little nervous.
Yes. If the presentation is very important, you might say, "I'm really nervous about it."
I'm a little nervous about meeting the new team. I'm really nervous about speaking in front of 200 people.
Good. Small words such as a little, quite, really, and extremely help show the strength of your feeling.
Can we use them with positive feelings too?
Of course, you can be quite excited, really pleased, or extremely grateful.
Can I be slightly proud?
Yes, perhaps you made a good sandwich, but you did not change the world.
I'm slightly proud of my sandwich, but extremely excited about eating it.
Grammatically natural and emotionally honest.
What about absolutely? I hear people say, I'm absolutely exhausted.
Absolutely works well with strong feeling words such as exhausted, delighted, terrified, furious, and amazed.
So, very exhausted sounds less natural than absolutely exhausted.
Correct. Exhausted already means very tired. So absolutely exhausted is a natural combination.
After traveling all night, I was absolutely exhausted.
Perfect. And after receiving wonderful news, you could say, "I was absolutely delighted."
So I should match the strength of the word to the real situation.
Exactly. You do not need dramatic language for every ordinary feeling.
Sometimes people ask why I feel a certain way, and that is where I become stuck.
Use a simple pattern, I feel, followed by because.
I feel stressed because I have too much work.
Good. You can also say, I'm stressed about, when you want to name the situation directly.
I'm stressed about tomorrow's meeting.
Exactly. Use because for a complete reason and about before the situation or topic.
I'm nervous about the interview. I'm nervous because I have never done an interview in English before.
Both are natural, but the second answer gives more detail.
What if the feeling has continued for several days?
You can say, I've been feeling, followed by the feeling and a time expression.
I've been feeling tired lately.
Good. Or, I've been feeling a little stressed this week.
That sounds natural when the feeling is not only happening at this exact moment.
Exactly. Compare these two answers. I feel nervous describes your feeling now, while I've been feeling nervous lately describes a recent pattern.
I've been feeling more confident lately because I've been speaking English every day.
Excellent. You described the feeling, the time period, and the reason.
Can I also talk about something that created a feeling?
Yes, use it made me feel, followed by the feeling.
My manager thanked me in front of the team. It made me feel appreciated.
Very good. Or, the sudden change made me feel anxious.
Is anxious the same as nervous?
They are related. Nervous often describes worry about a specific event, while anxious can describe a stronger or more general feeling of worry.
So before an exam, I may feel nervous. During a very uncertain week, I may feel anxious.
That is a useful distinction, although people sometimes use the words in similar situations. Let's explore some positive feelings through real situations.
I'm prepared to become emotionally sophisticated.
You have been waiting for important test results, and the results are good. How do you feel?
Happy.
True, but there is a stronger and more specific word.
Relieved, because the worrying has ended.
Exactly. Try a full answer.
I feel relieved because the results were better than I expected.
Good. Now imagine a friend remembers your birthday and plans a thoughtful surprise.
I would feel grateful and appreciated.
Excellent. Appreciated means you feel that another person values you and notices your effort or importance.
So if my manager thanks me for my work, I can say I felt appreciated.
Exactly. Now imagine you have started a new job and the people are friendly.
I feel welcome.
Perfect. I felt welcome means people made you feel comfortable and included.
I was nervous on my first day, but everyone was kind and made me feel welcome.
That sentence includes two feelings and shows how the situation changed.
What feeling describes being calm after a stressful day?
Relaxed or peaceful.
Peaceful sounds quieter and deeper.
Yes. You might feel relaxed after finishing work, but peaceful while walking near a quiet lake.
Unless there are 20 loud ducks arguing near the lake.
Then the peaceful feeling may be temporary.
I felt peaceful during my morning walk because the streets were quiet.
Very natural.
Now we need better words for negative feelings because I feel bad does not explain very much.
Correct. Let's begin with disappointed.
Is disappointed when something is not as good as I expected?
Exactly. Imagine you prepared carefully for an event, but it was canceled.
I felt disappointed because I had been looking forward to it.
Good. Now imagine your computer stops working while you are trying to finish something important.
I would feel angry.
Perhaps, but frustrated may be more accurate. Frustrated means something is difficult, blocked, or not working as you want.
I felt frustrated because the computer kept freezing while I was working.
Excellent. Now imagine you forget someone's name immediately after they introduce themselves.
That happens more often than I would like. I feel embarrassed because I think they may believe I was not listening.
Embarrassed describes feeling uncomfortable because of a mistake or awkward situation.
What is the difference between embarrassed and ashamed?
Embarrassed is often lighter and connected to an awkward moment. Ashamed is stronger and may involve regret about your behavior.
So, forgetting a name may be embarrassing, but hurting someone badly could make me feel ashamed.
Exactly. Use stronger words carefully because they communicate a deeper feeling.
What about when there are too many problems at the same time?
You may feel overwhelmed.
That word is useful. Sometimes I am not only stressed, I feel that everything is too much.
That is exactly what overwhelmed means.
I felt overwhelmed because I had several deadlines, family responsibilities, and very little time to rest.
Clear and realistic. What could you say if you wanted support?
I've been feeling overwhelmed lately, and I think I need some help organizing everything.
That is a strong, honest sentence.
And when you feel disconnected from other people,
You may feel lonely.
you can feel lonely even when other people are around, can't you?
Yes, lonely describes a lack of emotional connection, not only being physically alone.
I felt lonely after moving to a new city because I did not know anyone yet.
Natural and clear. You could then add, but joining a local group helped me meet people.
That makes the answer honest without making it completely hopeless.
Exactly. Feelings can change, and your language can show that change.
Sometimes I feel two opposite things at the same time. How do I explain that?
Use I feel but or I have mixed feelings.
What are mixed feelings?
It means you feel both positive and negative emotions about the same situation.
For example, starting a new job may feel exciting, but also frightening.
Exactly. You could say, I have mixed feelings about starting the new job. I'm excited about the opportunity, but nervous about meeting everyone.
I have mixed feelings about moving. I'm looking forward to the new place, but I'm sad to leave my friends.
Perfect. That sounds thoughtful and natural.
Can I say I'm happy and sad?
Yes, simple English is completely acceptable. I'm happy about the change, but sad about leaving is clear and honest.
I think learners sometimes search for one perfect feeling word, even when the experience contains several emotions.
Exactly. Human feelings are often complicated, so your answer can include more than one emotion.
My emotional vocabulary has already become more complicated than my weekly schedule.
But hopefully more useful. Let's practice a realistic conversation between two friends.
I will try not to hide everything inside the word fine.
You seem a little quiet today. Is everything all right?
I'm okay. Actually, I've been feeling quite stressed this week.
I'm sorry to hear that. Is it mainly work or is something else happening?
It is mostly work. We have a big deadline and I'm worried that we will not finish on time.
That sounds difficult. Have you been able to talk to your manager about the workload?
Not yet. I felt embarrassed because I thought asking for help would make me look unprepared.
Asking for support does not mean you are failing. It may simply mean the deadline is unrealistic.
Hearing that makes me feel a little better. I think I will speak to my manager tomorrow.
That was a natural conversation about feelings.
I named the feeling, explained the reason, and said what I might do next.
And I did not immediately tell you to relax or stop worrying.
Why is that important?
Because when someone shares a feeling, they often want to feel heard before receiving advice.
What can I say when someone tells me they are upset or worried?
Begin by recognizing the feeling. You can say, "That sounds difficult. I'm sorry you're dealing with that." Or, "I can understand why you feel that way."
I can understand why you feel disappointed after working so hard.
Good. Then you can ask what kind of support they want.
How do I ask without sounding too formal?
Try, "Do you want to talk about it?" Or, "Is there anything I can do?"
That sounds really stressful. Do you want to talk about what happened?
Excellent. Another useful question is, Would you like advice, or would you prefer me to listen?
That is very direct, but helpful.
It prevents you from giving advice when the person only wants to express their feelings.
I sometimes try to solve the problem immediately.
You hear one difficult feeling and arrive with a complete 5-step plan.
Including a calendar, 3 phone numbers, and a spreadsheet.
Helpful intentions are good, but listening first often makes the other person feel safer.
What should I avoid saying?
Be careful with phrases such as, just relax, it's not a big deal, or other people have it worse.
Those phrases may make the person feel that their emotion is unimportant.
Exactly. Even if the problem seems small to you, the feeling is real for them.
Instead of saying, don't be nervous, I could say, it's understandable to feel nervous before something important.
Much better. You recognize the feeling without making it larger.
Talking about feelings with a friend feels normal. But what about work?
At work, people often use calm and professional language.
So instead of saying, I'm angry, what could I say?
You might say, I'm concerned about the situation, or I'm frustrated because the instructions are unclear.
I'm concerned about the deadline because we are still waiting for important information.
Professional and specific. You describe the concern without attacking anyone.
What if feedback makes me feel disappointed?
You could say, I was disappointed with the result, but I'd like to understand how I can improve.
That shows the feeling, but keeps the conversation constructive.
Exactly. Another useful phrase is, I felt uncomfortable when...
I felt uncomfortable when the discussion became very personal.
Good. You describe the effect of the situation rather than accusing the other person of having bad intentions.
Can I tell a manager that I feel overwhelmed?
Yes, especially when you connect the feeling to specific responsibilities and ask for a practical discussion.
I've been feeling overwhelmed by the number of urgent tasks. Could we discuss which ones should come first?
Excellent. That is honest, professional, and solution-focused.
Talking about feelings at work is not complaining when the language is clear and respectful.
Exactly. Feelings often provide useful information about workload, communication, and boundaries.
What if someone asks how I feel, but I'm not ready to explain?
You are allowed to protect your privacy. You can answer honestly without sharing everything.
What could I say?
I'm having a difficult day, but I'm not ready to talk about it yet.
I appreciate you asking. I just need a little time before I talk about it.
Very natural. You could also say, I'm okay, but I'd rather discuss it later.
That is better than pretending everything is perfect.
Yes, a boundary can still sound kind.
What if the person continues asking questions?
Repeat the boundary without becoming aggressive. Thank you for caring, but I really need some space right now.
Thank you for checking on me. I'll talk when I feel ready.
Clear and respectful.
Talking about feelings also includes knowing when not to talk.
Exactly. Communication is not only expression, it is also choice. Let's do a quick situation challenge. I'll describe something, and you choose a natural feeling.
I promise not to answer fine 6 times.
You thought you had lost your wallet, but then you found it inside your bag.
I would feel extremely relieved because I thought I had lost everything.
Good. You prepared for a presentation, but it was canceled 5 minutes before it began.
I might have mixed feelings. I would feel relieved because I was nervous, but disappointed because I had prepared so carefully.
Excellent. Your friend receives an opportunity they have wanted for years.
I would feel excited for them and proud of what they achieved.
Good. You send an important message to the wrong person.
I would feel absolutely embarrassed, and then I would check every message 3 times for the rest of my life.
Understandable, although perhaps 3 checks are enough for 1 week. Your plans suddenly change and nobody explains why.
I would feel confused and frustrated because I would not understand what was happening.
Very good. You enter a room where you do not know anyone. but someone immediately starts a friendly conversation.
At first, I would feel nervous, but then I would feel welcome and more relaxed.
Excellent! You are now describing emotional changes, not only single feelings.
I feel slightly proud of myself, perhaps almost sandwich-level proud.
Today's progress deserves more than sandwich-level pride.
Today, I learned that talking about feelings does not require complicated English. I need a clear feeling word, a simple reason, and sometimes a little more detail.
You can say how strong the feeling is, explain what caused it, describe mixed feelings, and show how the emotion changed.
I also learned how to respond when someone shares a feeling. Listen first, recognize the emotion, and ask what kind of support they need.
And remember that you do not have to share everything. You can speak honestly while still protecting your privacy.
In the comments, complete this sentence with more than one word. Today I feel because...
You might write, "Today I feel relieved because I finished something difficult," or "I feel a little tired because I did not sleep well."
If this episode helped you, subscribe to Say It Right for more slow and practical English conversations.
And continue with our episode about stopping one-word answers, because explaining one small feeling is a powerful way to keep a conversation going.
Be honest, be kind to yourself, and we will see you in the next conversation.